Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on The Rape of Lucrece, which, content warning, is about sexual violence towards women, so if you need to tune out, please do so. If you want to hear today's stanzas, we're going to look at stanzas 117 to 120, which is in the midst of Lucrece mourning and grieving and dealing with what just happened to her. She was awakened in the middle of the night by sexist Tarquinius, who was groping her, and he told her that if she didn't give in, he would put a dead slave in her bed with her so that she and her whole family would be disgraced forever. And then once he was done raping her, he just ran away because he couldn't deal with it. And now she is praying for the night to never end, because as soon as it's day, everybody's going to see it on her that she's been disgraced and shamed because she doesn't know how to hide such a thing. And she's in a bit of a spiral dealing with what the repercussions of this will mean. And she continues on with that in stanza 117 by saying, "The nurse, to still her child, will tell my story and fright her crying babe with Tarquin's name. The orator, to deck his oratory, will couple my reproach to Tarquin's shame. Feast-finding minstrels, tuning my defame, will tie the hearers to attend each line how Tarquin wronged me. I, Collatine. Let my good name, that senseless reputation, for Collatine's dear love be kept unspotted. If that be made a theme for disputation, the branches of another root are rotted, an undeserved reproach to him allotted. That is as clear from this attaint of mine as I ere this was pure to Collatine. O unseen shame, invisible disgrace, O unfelt sore, crest-wounding private scar. Reproach is stamped in Collatinus' face, and Tarquin's eye may read the mot afar, how he in peace is wounded, not in war. Alas, how many bear such shameful blows, which not themselves, but he that gives them knows? If, Collatine, thine honour lay in me, from me by strong assault it is bereft. My honour lost, and I, a drone-like bee, have no perfection of my summer left, but robbed and ransacked by injurious theft. In thy weak hive a wandering wasp hath crept, and sucked the honey which thy chaste bee kept." So what's interesting to me about this passage is she puts blame on herself for ruining Collatine's reputation. And she does recognize in the last of these stanzas, she says that from me by strong assault it is bereft. So she is aware of the fact that she tried to stop this from happening, that she tried to fight it, and she equates Tarquin to a wasp that crept into a bee's hive. But prior to that, she says that she wronged Collatine by doing this. And, she says Tarquin's name is going to go on to scare small children and be used as an example of what not to do and bad things. But she's going to be wrapped in there too for how she wronged Collatine in this whole thing, which I think is interesting. This is something that was done to her that she tried to prevent. And I guess it goes to that question of, if you're raped, is that cheating on your partner? Which I would say no, but I guess she thinks yes. But she very desperately doesn't want this to tarnish Collatine's name, because then also people will know he's this fantastic soldier, he's a great warrior, a great leader, but it was during peace times that he was so badly injured by his wife being raped. So that's sort of what's getting to her in these four stanzas, is the fact of Collatine's honor now also being ruined by these acts, and she feels a lot of guilt and shame about that, which is interesting, I guess. I don't know that I agree with it, but I think I understand it. But she's not quite done delving into the depths of how horrible this thing was that just happened to her. So we'll get to hear some more of that tomorrow. I'll see you then. Mwah.